Taking the time to have some photos. Distinguished guests and friends, welcome to this moment.
Exactly 5 months ago, the 7th of March, I was here as a newly arrived Japanese ambassador to Nepal with COVAX vaccines. Exactly 5 months later today, I'm standing here again, but this time with AstraZeneca vaccine from Japan. So my dear Nepali friends, thank you very much for patiently waiting for this moment. Long-awaited vaccine from Japan is finally yours. It is my immense pleasure to witness the arrival of first batch of 1.6 million doses of Japanese-made AstraZeneca vaccine to Nepal. As the logo here said, this is from the people of Japan for the friendship with Nepal. I sincerely hope this vaccine will save as many lives of Nepali people as possible, especially those senior citizens who had first jab but has been desperately waiting for the second vaccination. Taking this opportunity, I'd like to extend our sincere gratitude to all related organizations. Firstly, the Nepal government, in particular the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Ministry of Health and Population. Secondly, international organizations such as COVAX, Gavi, WHO, and UNICEF for their hard work and cooperation to make this happen today. In Nepal, even now, we see significant number of new infections and double digits of death toll every day. His Excellency Prime Minister Deva and his administration attach the utmost importance to the fight against COVID-19. The government of Japan strongly supports the vaccination campaign, which is necessary for the progress of post-COVID Nepali society and its economy. We hope that this vaccine, together with other generous contributions from international community, will help Nepal to ease down various difficulties caused by COVID-19. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the COVAX Facility Partnership, namely Gavi and CEPI, and the in-country partners WHO, represented by my colleague Dr. Pandaf, today, and the lead implementing partner UNICEF, we extend our sincere thanks to the Japanese government and the people of Japan today. We congratulate the government of Nepal, especially the Ministry of Health and Population, for its relentless efforts to protect the population from the hazards and risks of COVID-19, and would like to thank all partners for their continued support to the COVAX facility in our joint efforts to deliver safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines to all countries equitably. This generous donation from Japan contributes to the current vaccination effort launched by the government of Nepal, with support from the COVAX facility and development partners, and comes at a critical time for those who have been awaiting the second dose of vaccines after planned vaccine deliveries were stalled due to the crisis in other vaccine production countries. This significant commitment by the Japanese government is an important example of how development partners are stepping up to close the vaccine supply gaps in countries such as Nepal. Notably, Donating vaccines is one part of the invaluable support that the Japanese government is providing to Nepal to address the pandemic. The Japanese government is also supporting critical efforts to transport and store the vaccines across the country through financing equipment through UNICEF that is needed in hospitals and for the cold chain distribution, including walk-in cold rooms, refrigerators, cold boxes, and vaccine carriers. Vaccines save lives, and thanks are extended once again to the government and the people and the government of Japan for their generosity. Let us remember, no one is safe until everyone is safe. Dhanyabad.
I take this opportunity to thank the government of Japan and the people of Japan for providing 1.6 million doses of AstraZeneca vaccine to the Nepal government at this time of need. These vaccines will definitely help us vaccinate above 65-year-old population who are eagerly waiting for their vaccinations, and it has already been nearly 5 months. So I take this opportunity to thank the government of Japan, the COVAX facilities, UNICEF, WHO, and all the partners who helped making this happen. And it's a great honor to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador, for your kind, excellent remark and kind words. I am very delighted to join you all here at the handover ceremony of AstraZeneca COVID vaccine this morning. We are pleased to receive about 1.6 million doses of AstraZeneca vaccine provided as the grant by the government of Japan. The first batch of vaccine has just arrived. The second batch will be airlifted to Kathmandu tomorrow. The remaining half of the total vaccine will be brought to Nepal soon. I wish to thank to the government and friendly people of Japan for providing this timely and sustainable support of life-saving vaccine. We are also very grateful to COVAX and UNICEF for their important support and cooperation. To our utmost happiness and satisfaction, over 1.3 million senior citizens waiting for the second shot are going to be vaccinated soon within these vaccines. The Nepali people will never forget the generous gesture of Japanese people. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Nepal and Japan enjoying a long history of cordial relation, practical cooperation, mutual respect. Both the countries have always remained good friendship and trust partners. Nepal has a long remained a trustworthy, consistent and close development partners of Nepal over the time. Nepal-Japan partnership extends to many areas of mutual benefit cooperation. The continued support and development cooperation of the government of Japan, including through JICA, is instrumental in realizing socio-economic development goal of Nepal. The delivery of vaccine today is yet another example of our country cooperation, example of continuous cooperation. This speaks volume about goodwill and solidarity that our two countries have been maintaining for decades. As the government of Nepal intends to vaccinating all of eligible citizens of mid-April next year, these vaccines are no doubt surely important to continue the movement of vaccine drive in the country and save previous life of our people. Before I conclude, I would like to opportunity to appreciate the government of Japan for its called the strong solidarity and further cooperation among the international community. It's the fight against COVID-19 and also for the huge financial contribution that Japan has made to the COVAX facility. So is the surely necessary vaccine for the developing countries. I would also like to thank once again the government and people of Japan for the generous gift of medical support and COVID vaccine is complementing our national effort, is continuing providing the pandemic. I am confident that together we can win the battle against the COVID-19. Thank you.
हरेक नागरिकलाई हरेक खबरबाट हरेक पल सुसूचित गराउने हाम्रो अभियान जारी छ। हरेक पल टिभी एचडी सब्स्क्राइब गर्न नभुल्नुहोला। नमस्कार।